Ladies and gentlemen, this is a breaking news segment. We've found someone on the ladder, and this isn't a new person that I've found. This is on the StarCraft ladder, and this is an individual who I believe has figured out how to banter in a way that's funny and not toxic. And you might be like, what? What do you mean banter? Like talking some crap and stuff? Yeah, kind of. But I'll show you here. This is a person from a clan called Storng, which is like strong, but you're so fast at typing strong you don't worry about spelling. And Slammer is someone who's been on the ladder for many years. And I even knew that they were going to open with question marks because they're dedicated. How awesome is this as an opener? This is intimidating. They've got all caps. They've already typed like 20 question marks. And they have a name in all caps as well. So they're coming in loud and proud and big. You dare challenge Slammer, the one with the biggest hammer? And I'm just shocked. I don't know what to do. I didn't believe that a Zerg could have such a large hammer, but it's true. I'm just trying to do my build. And this person, they're just going ham. I don't know who this is. Maybe it's just Slammer. Maybe it's like a pro or a semi-pro who has a theme account and they do funny stuff. Honestly, I have no idea. But they are absolutely slamming the ladder. And whenever they type this stuff, there's like a mixture of leave now. In certain cases in a match, that can be very BM. And that can give you that like heart-sinking feeling of, ugh, that's just so rude and nasty. And they get on this elitist high horse of get out of my game. But this is at the beginning, and he's being hilarious about it. So whenever I face Slammer, I never get the feeling that there's BM involved, even though they're typing so much at me. And it's aggressive, but this is like really funny. And that's the thing that I wish people had a better sense of was how can you banter in a way that's healthy, in a way that's fun, that can set your opponent off balance and distract them without being unethical. I asked Slammer for an interview, but they only hammer. They don't do interviews, they hammer stuff. This dude is literally a cartoon villain. Yes. And people love cartoon villains because they cackle and they have plans, but they aren't really that evil a lot of the time. It's just like they have purple and green colors and they have some secret lab and they do silly stuff. And Slammer is going for a unique build. So this wasn't just a chat at the beginning. This was a chat slowling rush run by with 16 lings and 19 drones. And this does work. Slammer is slamming. I'm losing my queens. I lost both my queens. I have 0 queens. I had lings in Slammer's base, but Slammer killed my queens, so who's ahead, really? Slammer has 24 drones to my 20. And I'm trying to break in here, but there's an evil wall off. And notice that Slammer doesn't type when micro needs to be done. Their defense is simply too strong. They've got queens and evos. And still, I am unrustled, even though they said their defense is too strong. And I think there's a key element of this that makes this feel less bad to be on the receiving end of the banter. He doesn't say that I'm bad. He doesn't talk crap about the opponent. He doesn't say that you're so bad. He says Slammer's just too fast. He's simply too strong. So it's not the fault of you. If you lose to Slammer, that's understandable because he has the biggest hammer and he's way too fast. So think about that. When you're deciding when you want to be saucy and when you want to banter, think about, is the banter funny at all? Do I have any comedy value? Is it degrading to my opponent, or is it boasting about myself? Because I think the kind of hyping himself up, that's fun. I think it's fun when people are hyped about themselves. And people like that when competitive athletes and pro gamers and stuff are cocky sometimes. Like, the confidence is cool. Confidence can be pretty cool. And Slammer is absolutely super duper confident. Going for spines now and mutas. And we have a pretty legit game on our hands here. We don't really banter too much throughout the mid game. I'll kind of just zoom through this replay. Because the main point was, there are ways that you can banter, and you can be saucy, and you can be funny, and you can maybe talk some smack in a way that isn't really bad. I don't want to be like a Manor Purist where you can't say anything but GLHF and GG. Slammer is like the perfect example of someone who talks a big game and plays good StarCraft, and people love him. I love playing against Slammer, and when Twitch chat gets to see a Slammer game, they raise their hammer emotes in honor of the mighty Slammer, who killed my hive and my 4th base and my 5th base, and is flying around with mutas. My bases are scuffed. And we're having an amazing ZVZ here, so Slammer, whoever you are, maybe you're just Slammer. You're awesome. I wish more people were like you. I think we could do well to be a little bit more like Slammer. Thank you, Slammer, for keeping the ladder funny and wholesome, but also spicy. Sometimes, and this is how they GG, Slammer needs a bigger hammer. They always say this. They always open with a question mark. You dare challenge Slammer. And it's a heckin' hoot every time. So Slammer, we salute you. You rock. Best of luck in your games and your career. I hope you continue to play RTS and hopefully maybe troll us in whatever RTS games we play in the future. This has been a breaking news segment of one of the coolest people on the NA ladder. I found them lurking the late night NA ladder at about 1:30 a.m. Pacific time. This is the middle of the goddamn night. Most people are asleep, or they're in Europe waking up. Jeez. Thank you, Slammer. Very strong. Slammer and Stormgate? Could be. Keep an eye out.